And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Well, that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Extra point by Butker is on target,
and that pushes the lead up to 23. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fields this way up at the 17.
And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up. The New York set to take the field.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Jones. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
They'll start by running the option to the right. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
Throwing Jones. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
On 1st and 10, Jones. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Eluding the pressure right.
That one into the hands of Shepard downfield. Down inside the 10.
Touchdown! Sterling Shepard. His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Giants get a bit closer.
The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2.
Jones throwing for it.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Free kick out of bounds.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his guys are going to take over. 9-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That will be their third and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Jones on 1st and 10. That's caught by Galladay. That all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Kenny Galladay,
38 yards.
And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Down 2 scores, out of timeouts, a must recover if they're going to have any shot. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Free kick out of bounds.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
That's going to go down as a loss of 9 on the first down play. So now then, the big loss sets up 2nd and 19. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put your...
And now the up man has it. It's a fake. Oh, but he'll be stopped well short of the first down marker, and it's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
Now Jones. Pass to Bellinger on the crossing route.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Jones.
And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
A 4-yard pickup, not enough. Fourth down. Did they maybe play that too safely on third down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have fourth down to try and pick it up.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The fourth down pass from the 5 falls incomplete, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with it, and he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. He won't get in, but they are going to have the football in a great spot. First and goal at the 3-yard line. They're quite a turn of events. This is first and goal from the 3. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They'll get 2 out of that run. Second and goal. So second and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. To throw is Jones. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be... Now the ball comes loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the fourth quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down by 7. A little under 40 seconds to go. And no other way to say it. They have blown a big lead, but a chance to rescue things late. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's...
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Giants have it. It's his way through, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was it 3 drives?
Yeah.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck someplace. concentration, you'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a